Okay, this should be doing good. So it's saying excellent connection. So good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever and whenever you are. This is Fudge Dice Roll. We tried to do this yesterday. We were dropping frames like crazy because it's football season. And yeah, so hopefully hopefully now it's not so bad. Are you gonna now of course this isn't gonna populate. All right. Well, now that's a little frustrating. Let me open up my Discord. Let me copy a link to my live stream in there. I don't know why it's not working. Normally it has no problems. Oh God. So I need to put it in my YouTube real fast. Where is a copy of the link? Give me a copy of the stream. Try going to my channel and finding the link there. All right. All right. Oh, I can hear my own voice. Yuck. You. No. All right. Let's go ahead and get this closed. I promise I know what I'm doing. So. All right. So let us jump into this mod. Now, last night I was doing a little bit of contract work, and unfortunately, I don't remember what direction I was going in this field, so I'm a little nervous about that. Hopefully, I'm not spraying over stuff I've already sprayed over. But let's kind of continue along here. I guess what I could do is I could get out and see. Ooh, all right, slow down. Oh, this thing is absolutely filthy already. So, growing potatoes. So I'm thinking it was maybe this way. I'm not seeing what direction I'm supposed to be spraying in here. All right. Oh, I guess I could always check the field map, can't I? So where am I? I am out here in this field. Oh, okay, so I have a couple of split sections here. Okay. All right, that's good to know. So I can come down through this way and then take myself back. Okay. All right. Let's rotate ourselves around here. Hopefully, a little rotato. And this should put me, yeah. So I'm getting in place for this. Let's get ourselves locked in here. Okay, we'll pop over one more this way. Okay, now I can kind of see, I could see the little weeds here. All right. Okay, so hopefully the vehicle's not too loud. I did adjust our audio volume a little bit here. Man, this thing can really move at a clip, can it? All right, yeah, you can see all the weeds here in this field of potatoes. But yeah, so this is the Terralifeplus mod pack, and it is a huge overhaul system. As you can see here, we're in the 3rd week of May. And so what it's done is it's taken away months and is now added weeks. And I believe it's completely removed the winter months because, I mean, let's face it, nobody was doing anything during those months anyway. or at least I wasn't. I was always just skipping through them, and that was noticeable in some of my previous seasons of playing Farm Sim, where I would just kind of stop and do montage stuff over the winter time. Really, I was just taking the time to check for whatchamacallit, any deals. All right, let's rotato this way. No, you're not rotating right. We rotate up here. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. This thing is acting really dumb right now. Okay. Where did the vehicle go? It just despawned. Well, that's glorious. That puts me out money. A lot of money. Oh, GG. I'm 51% of the way through that field. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to cancel the contract. Well, I got 51% of it, so I'm gonna give myself half of that fucking money. That's annoying. That's absolutely, I don't know why the vehicle just disappeared, but I'm getting myself 20K because I finished half that field. All right, so for some reason our sprayer vehicle disappeared. Let me show you guys around the farm proper here then. So here is our farm. Here's the main property of it here. Here is our Massey Ferguson combine here. It's a 5650. She's not real big, but you'll see kind of why. We're a little tight for space here on this map. Here is a new Fendt tractor. This came out with the FarmCon 24 release. So this is the Fendt Xylon 524, and this thing is pretty neat. So it has this detachable system here on the front for front loading, and then what it has back here is it has a sprayer system. So this attaches to the front and then runs a cable here to the back piece that mounts on. They conspire against me. They do. They're like, oh, monies, and you get no monies. So this is a pretty neat little system here. Actually, I'll go ahead and pop in and show you. And then right now, this is my only trailer truck. This is a Mercedes Unimog, and it is a pretty interesting piece of farm equipment. You actually don't really see them here in the United States. Check this thing out. This is so cool. So I'm gonna run this bad boy over to here. I love the boxy shape of it. So we'll run this way. Raise it up. Detach that. And so, yeah, I mean, look at this. Then we bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back. So this is nice. I think it's 147 horsepower, but I mean, you basically have like a dedicated sprayer truck. So you mount this to the front. And we'll back in. Pardon me. I have got a really scratchy throat this morning. Oh, we're a little off kilter here. Let me bring it forward some. Hopefully it's not too jank getting in here. Doesn't look like it will be. There we are. Well, bam. So we have our sprayer attachment here. And I mean, check this thing out. It's pretty sick. So it does have your standard PTO and everything here on the back. So it is useful for more than just spraying. And at 147 horsepower, it's got enough juice to go. And this has got a 21 meter working width. So anyway, I'll take you around the farm. So here's our cattle barn area. I believe this can support like 90 cattle through our on the other side. And then this is one of our big storage buildings. Here is our manure heap, as well as our 2 bunker silos. And then we have this big bio generation facility here. So, but yeah, this is what we're using for liquid fertilizing. Let me go here in first person so it's a little less noisy. I don't know how loud the game noise is for you guys compared to my voice. So over there is our maintenance shed, and actually let's go ahead and pop over this way real quick. We have quite a dirty tractor here, and we've got our power washer right there, so might as well go ahead and give this guy a quick wash. Give it a quick rinse. All right. Okay. So yeah, so this is cool. This is the front tank. It can do liquid fertilizer. It could do herbicide, and it can do a new thing added. We'll actually take a look here. So here's our fence Cylon, and oh no, I don't want to sell it. I want it to look. I guess it'll be under attachments, wouldn't it then? So under the sprayers here. So we can do fertilizer, we can do herbicide, and we can do this liquid here, which is a new addition. And I believe what that is let me scroll back here. That is carbo lime liquid. So you have lime and you have carbo lime. And you might be asking, oh, well, Fudge, what is carbo lime? Well, that requires me to take you over here to all of the new crops that we have in this mod pack once this saving finishes. So if we scroll all the way up here, you'll see that we have summer wheat, summer barley, winter barley, oat, triticale, spelt, winter rye, sorghum, grain corn, silage sorghum, vetch rye, new potatoes, starch potatoes, sugar beets, fodder beets, carrots, fodder carrots, onions, beetroot, parsnip, sunflowers, canola, linseed, soybeans, white lupine, alfalfa, clover, clover grass, meadow, hay meadow, horse grass, field grass, herb grass, pasture grass, and then the landscape, roadside, and orchard and lawn grasses are basically, these are just grass types that are on the field. They don't have any season to them. I don't kind of really know why they're here in the crop calendar. Then we have oilseed radish, mustard, flour mix, warm season, cool season, just all this different stuff here. So basically, carbo lime. What's carbo lime? Carbo lime is what you use to lime the soil when you are planting summer crops, because the carbo lime it helps pull the carbon dioxide out, keeping the soil cooler. So that was something neat that I learned yesterday, and now you know it too. So I'll take you a little bit here around our property that we have. Why is that stuff still blinking? 28 and 6. Why are those still blinking? Okay. Yeah, cool. Collect and collect. That's why. All right. So we'll take you for a little run around our property here. So this field is our field right here. This one is planted in soybeans. I see I missed a couple little tiny spots there. And these soybeans will be ready to harvest when? Our soybeans will be ready to harvest, is around the end of September, between September and October. And then outside of soybeans, we have a field up here, field 84, and that is planted with, I believe, winter rye. And so we'll just kind of rotate it. Oh, okay. Or we'll smack into that. Can I close that gate? Can I close this gate, please? Yes, thank you. Because I'm not trying to run over and damage my crops. All right. Come on. Come on. You get a little get up and go, please. All right. So over here, we have field 84. And the field next to it, field 81, looks like it's also winter rye. So here's this. So there's our winter rye growing. It's got partial weeds to it. I came through and hit it with some lime and a little bit of nitrogen. So that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, this is their winter rye. Okay, so we have that, and then we have another field back this way. And that field is planted. Don't run over your crops. This other field we have is actually planted in onions. And so that's going to be interesting on how I'm going to harvest the onion. Because I don't have anything that can harvest onions. So I'm probably going to have to lease a machine. But the field was just too good to pass up on. So here it is. It's the field directly in front of us here. And so this is onion. It needs plowing. Wait, why is this telling me this is winter wheat? Oh, okay, because onion's just this little tiny spot here on the corner. Okay, so this is winter wheat. Okay, cool. So we'll be able to harvest this. All right, so never mind. I don't have to worry about it. It's not onions. It's wheat. I wonder if that was just because... so one of the things that happens now is volunteer crops. So you will have volunteer crop popping up. Okay, here is onion. This is onion right here. I don't own this, though, so that's fine. I'm just a dingus who can't read, apparently. All right. So, I mean, other than that, yeah, there's not much going on. Everything's broken up into weeks now. So I'm going to make my way back down to the farm. And I was doing some contracts on the side so I could pay for things, because I don't have a whole lot. We started with 3 plots of land and then the farm, and we had $400,000 to buy equipment. So we kind of went for some cheaper equipment. I don't have like a tipper trailer or anything. I just have my little Unimog, and it's only got a 3,500 liter capacity to it. And my Massey Ferguson combine only has a little over a 5,000 liter capacity to it. So we'll be doing a lot of trips emptying things. Let's get this put back where it lives. Now, luckily, I do have a slightly bigger Fendt tractor that can handle pretty much everything on the farm. So I'm gonna drop that, and then we will get our front tank off. But I really enjoy this Xylon tractor. This is pretty damn cool. And we'll just rotato this guy back over here. All right. It's a little loud, but I kind of like that. So yeah, so here's our grain storage area. Here's where our cattle will be when we can have them. And then back here is where I store the larger Fendt tractor. This is a 724 Vario. And so I think this guy's pushing about 224 horsepower. So that's more than enough to run anything we have here on the farm. We have a couple of John Deere. We have a John Deere seeder, a John Deere planter, a roller, and really that's it at this point. They're direct drill seeding. We have a bag here of we have a big bag here of seed that is DSV seed specifically for soybeans. So that's what we ran here in the 1113 was we planted soybeans. So now when we go to buy stuff, right, seed is all broken down into its different categories here. So you have like your grain seeds, your grass seeds, your field fodder, greening seeds, legumes, oil seed. And so like, yeah, I'll come in here and we'll look at oil seeds. We got canola, sunflower, linseed, and then you can pick it by pallet or by big bags. Big bags have a discount to them, and then the more you buy, you get discounted. So if I buy 8 bags, I get a 35% discount on my total price because they're $1,600 a bag. We're getting 8 bags at nice hefty, that'd be $8,500 when it would be closer to like 12 to 13,000. So buying in bulk actually saves you some money, which is pretty cool. But then they also do have universal seed and seed potatoes. So there's all this new stuff that gets added in. You have the different pallets, you have different feed, and the feed is very interesting because you have different levels of animals. So you have chicken food, beet pellets, grain grist, hay pellets, mineral feed, horse food, pig food, concentrate feed, sheep feed, calf feed. Then you have different food for laying hens because you can now have laying hens and meat hens. So you have chicken meat feed. So this is for your meat chickens, which it's different than what you would be feeding to your laying hens. It's a different composition. So having the different types of feed on hand, you can buy these big temporary silos. And this is 18,500 liters of feed, and you put this temporary silo on your property, and then once it's empty, it disappears. But you can get that at a big discount bonus. It's pretty interesting. Or you can buy it here, and as a silo trailer, there's 30,000 liters. So yeah, there's a new level of complexity to the game, which I enjoy. So we like come over to here, we take a look at the cow barn, and we take a look at our animal types here. So you have heifer calves, and so this calf right here needs its own specific type of feed versus this weanling female here, which can now eat solid foods. So you would have your heifer calf would still be being fed on like milk and like colostrum and all that other stuff too. Then you have your actual heifer, then you have your cow. So the heifer here has not been bred, whereas the cow has had its first calf, so it is producing milk. So there's a lot of, well, actually these are Angus, so these ones aren't they're not milk producers. I mean, they'll produce milk for when they have their calves and stuff like that. But you'd have like the Holsteins and now Wagyu calf too. So you have your Holsteins, which are, you know, your known like Holsteins and Jerseys and all those are known like dairy cows. There's not Jerseys in here though. There's these Simmental, but yeah, and the red pied. So I think these guys are also milk producers. I'm not sure. But yeah, so now you have all these different layers of that, and then you have it for chickens too, and I believe for horses, sheep, and goats. So there's a lot of stuff going on with animals. We have, okay, our cow barn could hold 80 cows. And then just other stuff too, like if we come down here to the mod and take a look at like some of the things that the base mod adds here. We got these different silage bales, transport boxes, different hay, calf hay, and haylage, grains, all this other stuff. Water barrels, vehicles. I'm pretty sure that somewhere in here. Yeah, so I would like one of these milk wagons. I would definitely need one of these. These are what you use for feeding your younger calves. So a milk wagon. And I believe you can just tow this behind, or I think you could actually move it by hand. But you'll need one of those in order to feed like young calves. And all the different feed and stuff is pretty crazy as well. So I've just scratched the surface of this. I've only been messing around on here for about 2 hours, but there's a lot going on. And they have 4 different maps. I believe this map itself is a 4x, so it's twice the size of your normals. The only thing that sucks is that I could not find a beacon point here on this house for sleeping, so I am using the portable sleep mod so that I can actually go to bed at night, because otherwise I can't. So yeah, and then I'm wondering, I don't know if there's a way for me to get up into this hayloft or not. I don't think it's like an actual like triggerable hayloft. No. I mean, I guess I guess like if I had I don't know, let's see, do I have anything I can do nearby? Open gate, close gate, shed lights. No, I'm not seeing, I don't think there's anything here on the back end for me to get up there. No. Huh. While I'm back here, how about we refill our diesel a little bit? We don't have any diesel on the property, but now we do. And for the treasure hunters out there, I believe all these maps have hidden pickups. On this map, it's actually duffel bags. So you can find duffel bags full of money. I have found 2 of them so far. I don't know how many there are, but anyway, we're gonna sleep. We're gonna roll into the next week here and see if maybe there's anything interesting that pops up on contracts. I am using the Better Contracts mod. Some much needed rain there. All right, we are in the 4th week of May. Let's see, do we have any interesting contracts we can take? Trying to make a little bit more money. Let's see, we have some fertilizing contracts. We have some spraying contracts. I wouldn't mind trying to take another spraying contract, but that's 55 acres. How long is that going to take? This is an hour and a half. 65. So a lot of these are big acreage contracts. So we got spraying, we have fertilizing. But if we take a look at the actual payout on them, cost of materials and stuff, we're gonna be spending 15K and only making 19K on it. So it might not be the most lucrative for us to be doing right now. I really want to hold out for harvesting contracts. We would actually lose money doing this one. Wow. Okay. Let's see if there's anything decent for sale. That's not bad. Shallow cultivator that can plant. That's not half bad either. Nothing really doing here for us. Let's come in here and shut this off. We don't have a friend at the electric company. That's what my dad would always say. We leave a light on somewhere. He'd be like, "Yeah, you got a friend at the electric company?" I'm like, no. Why would I? I'm a kid. That'd be really strange. So yeah, we're kind of in a holding pattern right now. Oh, look at this. The soybeans have grown a little bit more. We are playing with precision farming on, so we do have you know, all of our different soil yields and whatnot, but yeah, there's not much to do, so we'll just be skipping through. Actually, let me check. Are the winter months pulled? No, they're not. They're still in here. December, January, February. Okay. Whoa, looks like we can plant summer barley in the winter time. What are we coming up on here? So we have winter wheat and winter rye that we'll be able to harvest here soon. A couple months. And soybeans, those are going to be harvestable at a decent time too. Is there anything else I'll be able to plant? I'll be able to plant winter rye again after the harvest. What else? I'll be able to plant winter wheat as well. So it looks like we're just going to be kind of on a wheat and a rye sort of kick. I'd like to get cattle, but I'm not sure. It's going to be really expensive to do because I'm going to need to buy some straw. I'll be able to make some straw once I can harvest my wheat and rye fields. And so I'll be able to bale some straw from that, and then I'll have straw to give as both like a food mix-in and yeah. So I'm wondering, how am I going to do that? I'm going to need a baler. We'll see if a baler comes up for sale. I'll probably have to take a small loan out, which is fine, unless we can get a couple decent contracts lined up that are going to pay okay. We'll now be going into June, so we'll see what comes up for us here. Yeah, we're the first week of June. Anything decent popping up? Oh, look. Right, what was I just talking about? How we needed. Okay. So we could either find a contract to buy this outright, or we could take a loan. We'll see if there's any decent contracts going on. A lot of spraying contracts still. Spraying and fertilizing. All right. I think this is going to take an hour and 23 minutes. I don't know if it's real. Let's borrow this and we'll take this contract for field. Slow down. Field 7. Okay. So we will make our way here. We're going to have to purchase some pallets of herbicide I gotta buy 3 of them. That's what fills up this big guy here. And yeah, so this has got a 27 meter working head on it, so that's pretty good. We have pretty good coverage. And then let's figure out where we need to go. We need to go to field 7. So I should be able to exit out back here, cut around this creek running through the map. At least I think that there's a bridge somewhere over here. Oh, that looks like a walking bridge. All right, we're going the opposite way I want to be going. But I need to find a bridge. I think that's one over there. All right. Yeah, the roads are incredibly narrow on this map. Definitely not made for real big equipment. All right. Now, hopefully this isn't all residential through here. It's looking like I should be able to split myself up and... All right, yep. Okay, so now we're breaking out into fields. All right. And I should be able to take this little windy road up. All right. There we go. All right, so it looks like there's a bunch of little field missions over here. But we're going to get up to field 7, get that one done. And then that should give us enough money to outright purchase the baler, which we're going to need for harvesting the straw and all that. So, and I could use some of that straw, I believe, is fuel in the biogas plant. All right. Now, real quick. All right, so field 7. So once we get up to this next intersection here, this next crossroad, we'll take a left and then make our way up there. Man, we are flying through here at a clip, 30 miles an hour, just going crazy. All right. Okay, so we'll get up here, we'll hang a right, and then we will follow that all the way up till we hit field 7. We'll start getting our spraying done. And that looks like that is field 7 right here on the corner. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way up. So we're on field 7 now, but I'm going to take it all the way to this top right corner here. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge, isn't it? This is a pretty big field. I guess, let's see, what is this? Soybeans. Okay. Okay. We'll get ourselves set in. Now, let's see and make sure that we don't run into the issue we ran into yesterday, which was this sprayer was acting incredibly erratic. It was kind of funny initially, but it lost some of its funniness when I was getting caught on... Yeah, see, so you see, doesn't look like it's doing it right now, which is good. All right, let me get myself lined up with this. All right. There we go. So now we got our GPS set. Everything is good. We're locked in. And I mean, look at that. You can see all those weeds just disappearing. And since this is a nice straight edge here, we should be able to just run this all the way. That'll make it a little bit easier. There are a lot of irregularly shaped fields on this map, and I do kind of like that, but it does make using my guidance steering a little more difficult. Some of the fields come in sort of very angular, and it doesn't want to work right, but I think I could also change some of the settings in the guidance steering mod. But I mean, this is essentially how it's done farming nowadays anyway. Pretty much everything's got some sort of GPS in it. So So I am gonna have to do some manual here because this is angling over, which is fine. All right. Do. All right. Looking at my phone there for a second. A couple of text messages. Hey, we're already 10% complete on the field. Check us out. Look at us. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of cut a little bit of headland here. All right. Yeah, that's why I don't mind doing these spraying contracts, because you can basically just kind of zone out. A lot of times when I'm recording content for like the Let's Play series and stuff like that, I'll actually just throw on a podcast or something and just chill. I'll shoot the time lapse and cut the audio, put a little bit of background music in. But yeah, I think that's one of the things I love the most about the farming sim games, is that they're just really relaxing games. I started playing of like Farming Sim 13 and then skipped, and the next one I played was 19, or no, 15. 15 is when I started playing. And then 19, and I really started getting into 19 really late. And then Farming Sim 22 rolled out, and God, I've got like 1,300 hours, 1,400 hours now. It's just one of those games that you can just go to, relax, play with friends. And I'm just not really into competitive shooter games or MOBAs or anything anymore. Just, when I'm gaming, I want to have a good time. And so stuff like Farming Sim just allows me to sit back and BS with my friends and play with, hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment that in real life I normally don't get a chance to. Plus, it's fun doing the logistics side of things. Or at least I find that fun. I like to play a lot of logistics-esque games and stuff like, I do enjoy Factorio, Satisfactory, management and simulation games. I just find really enjoyable. I thought about streaming some Supermarket Simulator. That is a game that I didn't think I was going to get interested in playing, but our Power Washing Simulator looks fun too. All right, so we might have enough herbicide to do this whole field. Hopefully. I'm gonna get down here. Bam. We'll get ourselves lined up again. Get another row. Wrong button. And ride it on out. So yeah, so we should get a decent little payday off of this, which will let us make our purchase. Let's take a look. 59. See, that's nice too, and we'll be able to use it for wrapping as well as just regular bales. So we can wrap up the 150 centimeter, or we can bale up to 180s. So for straw, that'll be good. And then it's going to be just figuring out where to store that stuff, because I actually don't have anything on the farm where I don't have any bale storage anywhere. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Honestly, I might pull those bunker silos out, because I'm not really sure when I'm going to use the bunker silos, or if I'm going to use the bunker silos, to be honest with you. All right. A little manual control again. Try not to leave any streaks. It's fine. We have an allotment of area that we can not treat. There's a margin for error. A couple little weeds in the field won't ruin everything. But this is a pretty weedy field. All right, we're almost 50% of the way done with the field already. We might have enough. We might have enough herbicide to finish this field, I think. And if we can find a couple of other fields that are decently sized and going to pay out okay, we might as well just kind of keep running this much bigger weeder. So that's a nice thing, is that, you know, I could rent this weeder for doing contract work and only take a hit on one contract for having to pay for vehicle rental, and then knock out multiple of the same types of contracts if they're going to be around still. That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Are we going to have... Oh, boy, here we go. The long save. Yeah, it looks like there are still going to be some sprayer missions here. Yeah, I don't buy this when it said it was going to take an hour and a half to process this field. We're already 50% of the way done. Unless I've just been rambling that long. I don't feel like I've been... I don't feel like I've been talking for that long. All right. Yeah, so basically it's just going to be doing contract work and jobbing and stuff like that until I can kind of get more going on. Once I have animals in the mix, I think that's when things are going to get a lot more interesting. Now, I mean, I could get myself into the position where I'm making some money and I just buy animal feed while I'm, you know, like, so I could start the process of having animals. But I don't really know if that's a route that I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to be able to take care of them on my own, off of my own supply of food and whatnot. All right. Yeah, because I'm thinking, all right, let's take a look at things here, right? So we have all the different feeds we could be wanting. So calf feed. No, not a big silo. No. So you're gonna get 4 bags of calf feed. That's 4,000 liters. And that's about $7,400. But then on top of that, I would also need, make sure that I'm not at my turn yet. I'm not. On top of that, I'd also need some bales. So I think calf hay. I think we'd need hay for the calves as well. And we would need some straw. We have wheat straw, barley straw, oat straw, spelt straw, rye straw, triticale, maize. Okay. And no real bonus there. Okay, 40K for 2,000. Oh, and we, yep. All right. See, I knew I was going to get caught up. That's fine. Okay, so honestly, I could, for about, say for about like $12,000, I could get set up to bring a few calves, but I'm going to have to take care of them. If anything, I think I wouldn't want to have calves. I think I'd want to have like weanlings, so that I can feed them solid foods. All right. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to go back and refill the sprayer. I don't think I'm gonna get this whole field with this one. I'm gonna guess that I got at least another 2 passes to make. And I do not think I'm gonna have enough in the tank to do that. I guess the other thing I could do would be to grab the Unimog, swap to have the bale handler set to the back of it, and then just load a pallet of or not a pallet, but a container of herbicide onto the back of that and drive that out here. That'd be a lot of work to do, but then I'll also have it set for bale configurations to go pick up straw bales to put straw down in the barn in preparation for getting calves. That might be the way to go, I think. $75% of the way done. Okay. I think we'll see. I think we'll play it by ear. Right now, it's looking as if we might be able to finish at 75%. We still have 1,200 liters, 18% of a tank. We might be able to do it. I think we'll be able to do it. All right. Now I'm just like mulling things over in my head. Like, what do I want to try to do? How do I want to try to do it? Yeah, I'm thinking I am going to have to refill this. So I think we will go that route. We'll get the Unimog, swap it over to the flatbed, load that stuff up on there, and then run that out this way. and then have it set to pick up hay bales. So I can get like a front loader bale spike. All right. I might do something a little cheaty here in a moment. But I think what I'm going to do is reset the position of the Unimog so that it's back at the store. And then that way I could drive over my tractor, my Fendt Xylon, and go ahead and load pallets and stuff onto it. If that's the case, what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and buy just another 2, maybe even 3 things of fertilizer. Or herbicide, not fertilizer. And maybe take on 1 or 2 more contracts just to really up my money. Because I would like to get some cows. I'd like to get some calves, like some weanling calves. I should have enough herbicide in the tank to make it down here, hopefully. All right. All right. And it was so close. I think if we would have been able to fill this all the way up to the full 6,600 liters, that we probably would have had enough to finish this field out. All right, that's fine though. I will here. Bam. Turn this vehicle off. I know this is a little cheaty. Go ahead and reset this guy. So it'll be back there at the pickup for me. Here he is. But we will grab the Fendt Xylon. We will grab this, get the front loader attachment onto it. Drop that. And jar. All right, we'll make our way down here. Vehicle shop. Get ourselves a pallet, our little pallet attachment here, or pallet forks, and then we'll load up a couple of those onto the back of the Unimog. We just need to reset it. I don't know why I looked both ways. I turned traffic off. It was already a struggle enough to try to fit this equipment on these really narrow streets. The last thing I needed was other traffic on the streets as well. All right, here we are. Grab ourselves pallet fork here, front loader tools. Bye. All right. So I'm gonna maneuver this over here for now. Then take this guy into the maintenance shop. Bale transport should be fine. Tires. Everything is good. Okay. Thought I went with. Okay, yeah. Never mind. All right, cool. It's not going to cost us anything to remove that off the back, which is great. And my config is changed, and we will go ahead buy pallets. I think that. Get that loaded up onto the flatbed. All right. I should be able to get both of these pallets onto the flatbed. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Am I only going to be able to get one at a time? It's looking like I'm only going to be able to fit one. All right. Well, I was optimistic. Yeah. I will leave this here. I should far back, but we can do, right? All right. Whew. Oh, this is very tilty. Oh, this makes me feel like a rollover waiting to happen. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like it, Ricky Bobby. All right. Whew. All right. That's better. That's way better. All right. It's a pretty slick little setup. It would have been cool to fit both of them on, but I can also really get this thing cranking here. There we go. Yeah, we're really putting it through its paces. There we are out in the field. Bam. All right. Well, all right. Go ahead and pull this guy off the field, have him down here. Honestly, I might just reset it back to the reset it back to the shop. I know that's a little cheaty, a little immersion breaking, I know. All right. Save here. But yeah, I mean, so this is what we got going on. Really enjoy so far. Nothing super crazy. Just have this one little strippy strip left. Then I think we're definitely gonna look to do another gig. All right, there we go. All right, so I guess what I want to do is probably find something a little bit closer to the whatchamacallit. I want to find something closer to the 95% complete. See, man, if we just would have had if we would have had the full 6,600 liter tank, we would have been fine. But I think I want to find something closer to the shop so that I can run that other container of liquid herbicide or just herbicide to the sprayer truck. All right. Just waiting for it to tell me that the job's complete. Just be like, yeah, job's complete. Okay, cool. I'm on. Complete. Is there we go. That's what I wanted to see. So I was allowed to leave this big strip. So this is how much margin of error we had for this field. All right, so now let's take a look. What other fields? Field 4 is right here next to it, which is another spray job. Or it's going to pay 13K. Go ahead and accept the contract. So, I mean, that's cool. We're like literally just right here. We'll just get that folded back out. So we are going to need to run our other fertilizer or another herbicide tank up here, but I might even need two, to be honest. We'll find out. We will find out. All right. Oh, this is going to be really easy to tell if things are clear. Make all the green disappear. I bet you they have like onions or something like that planted in the field. All right. Well, between this and the other contract, I think really maybe I just need to do one more, and that would put me in prime position to purchase the baler and have enough money left over to start with cattle. Although I could honestly sit for a little bit longer on the baler, because I'm not going to really be able to do anything until like August, September timeframe when it comes to any sort of my harvesting. So I mean, between now and then, there's a number of weeks of different things that could pop up potentially in the used vehicle market. And I could just try to focus on attaining more money. That's the only downside, though, is that if I do get these calves are not going to be producing anything for me. They're not going to have anything that I need. So, like, they're not going to be making milk. They're not going to be like, I can't, fatten them up yet and try to sell them. So, getting them now, like, I guess the plus side is that they're cheaper for me to get, unless they're going to be really unless they're going to be really expensive for me to keep them fed. That's If I was producing stuff on my own on the farm, I think it would be definitely more advantageous, but the fact that I'm going to have to buy feed to begin with because I don't have any feed, like I have nothing planted grass wise. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll save before we buy any cows or anything like that, and just get a look at what kind of feed requirements we're gonna have. It's all a new experience, and all new experience for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need at least two more containers of herbicide, two more pallets. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to finish this initial loop here. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah, I think actually we have enough. I think we have enough herbicide in the tank that I can finish this initial loop. If we don't, then it will be only just. I might be eating my words. Oh, or not, or not. Yeah, I can see where we started spraying. All right, all right. 30% complete with this field already. All right. Well, bam. All right. Let's get this lined up for the next pass. I should be able to get away with just bringing that one out. Alrighty. I want to get this one positioned a little further back on the truck than the other one was. There we go. That's not half bad. That's not half bad work. Look at that. All right. All right, 2,000 more liters of herbicide making its way out to the field. This should be more than enough to finish that. And then, I don't know, we might try to find another field. Or we might not. You never know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold off on buying the baler. I think we're gonna hold off on buying the baler. Take the monies that we're gonna make from turning these two contracts in, and go ahead and buy the calves. I think I can support up to 80 cows in my barn. I think what I'll probably do is start with, I don't know, 4 to 8 calves. I think weanling calves. And now the real question is how do I want to do this? Do I want to go Holsteins and try to do dairy cows, or do I want to try maybe raising meat cows? I'm thinking possibly the Wagyu. I think that'd be cool. Raise the Wagyu cows. Wagyu beef. I think we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get like 8 weanling Wagyu cows, and we'll go from there. I'm pretty sure I'm going in the right direction. Yes. I had to stop for a second and make sure. Why not both? Why not have Holsteins and Wagyu? I mean, I guess I could split 4 and 4, but the thing is that the 2 different types have 2 different types of feed. So meat cows have a different nutritional mix of feed than the dairy cows do, which means I'd have to buy 2 different types of feed initially to raise the 2 different types of cattle. Until I can get to the point where I can start mixing my own feed for them, which is going to take a while. Now I could take field 84 once I harvest the rye out of it, the winter rye. I could plant it with grass, and then that would allow me to start making some of that. And then I would just need to supplement, I think, with like mineral feed and figure out maybe even planting corn and being able to have corn as silage. You can't tell me that this little Una mug isn't freaking cool, though. Like, it's pretty cool. All right. Let's get this guy off the field. All right, there we go. Back in here, let's get this field sprayed. Yeah, if it's not too much of an issue food-wise, I think I'm just going to start with just the Wagyu cows first, and then we'll look into the milk producing cows, although the milk producing cows would be useful to have as another product, because I could sell milk much more frequently than I can sell beef cattle. I don't know yet. I don't know. I have a little bit of time to figure it out, I guess. However long it takes me to finish out this field. But I might also not be streaming for so much longer. I do have a doctor's appointment later today, and I have a couple other things I want to get done around the house, as well as I got a couple errands to run. I have a order to drop off at the post office, and I wanted to get a little bit of time in with some creative writing. So I have I don't really necessarily say I have a full day of stuff planned out, but I have things that I want to do in addition to what I've already done today. But yeah, I wanted to do this yesterday. I wanted to stream this yesterday, but with it being football season again, our internet was tanked in my area. I was normally we have pretty decent download and upload speeds. Most of the time we're sitting at like 256 megabits down and about 12 megabits up, but yesterday was abysmal. Download speed was fine, but my upload speed was like less than a quarter of a megabit. And so I was dropping frames left and right yesterday. I mean, it was so bad, like my audio wasn't working right. A few people messaged me, they're like, hey, I saw that you tried to stream, but it just kept buffering and it was really bad, very pixelated. And I was like, oh, lovely. I didn't even realize it. I looked over and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm dropping like 80% of my frames. But today, not a single drop frame, and I'm running on Wi-Fi because our house is kind of stupid shaped and the router is in our kitchen. And yeah, so the router's in the kitchen and I had to run an Ethernet line from my kitchen to my office on the other side of the house, and it never I wanted to kind of install it a little bit more professionally, run it across the ceiling. That never happened. And so for like 2 years, my poor wife has put up with like stepping on this line, having to vacuum around the line, all this annoyingness so that I would have a hard line to my computer. Because initially I had a gaming desktop and did not have a wireless card in it. So, but now that I have this laptop that I game off of, just for mobility's sake, since we tend to travel around, it's been fine. So I do like being hard lined in. It just makes me feel like I always feel like it's faster, but you know, it's okay. Obviously there's no issues with the stream right now. I'm looking over, we haven't had a single drop frame, knock on wood, this whole time. So I don't think that that was going to be enough to clear this field. I'm going to have to go back for a third thing of herbicide, aren't I? Probably. That's what it's looking like. 60% done. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go back for another thing of herbicide. Well, geez. You guys are eating into my budget. It's the only thing I don't like about like spraying and fertilizing missions is if like you don't already have this stuff, you're paying out of pocket for it. Fertilizing, like I can't wait till I can get to the point where I've got that biogas plant up and running and I'm producing digestate, because then I'll have, you know, tons of stuff that I can use for fertilizing contracts. I'll have tons of digestate I can use. So all right. I would have figured that I would have been further along than 60%, though. That feels like a little... I don't know. I feel like I definitely was closer to like 70 or so, but now that I'm really looking at the shape of the field, I think 60 was probably on the button. All right. Okay, now we're at 70%. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to go get another thing of herbicide to bring out. That is a little annoying because I'm not gonna need. Well, I'm just gonna run this tank till it hits dry. Maybe I won't need it. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm gonna need it. Oh, my optimism. My optimism. I wish that the Unimog was a little bit longer in the bed so that I could bring two of them at once. %80. So I'm gonna have some leftover herbicide, which is fine. I will just take it home to my own farm and have it for there. Okay, so he's growing silage sorghum out here. Okay. All right, come on, little Unimog. Wrong button. Let's go on an adventure back to town. We'll just crank this guy to the max, just have him go as fast as he can, which I think is like 51 miles an hour. Not bad. Be there and back in a jiff. In a jiffy. Watch out, birds. I got places to go, places to be. Mostly, I just need to get back and buy more fertilizer, or more herbicide. I don't know why I keep saying fertilizer. It's herbicide. It's definitely not fertilizing things. It's helping me myrtleize things. Murdering all the weeds. Which reminds me, I actually need to go spray some more weed killer in my backyard, as I've been fighting with my yard to retake my patio, because weeds just really love to grow between the brick pavers, or the paver bricks out there, so... Vroom, vroom, vroom. Alright, we'll slow it down for the town. Beep beep. Alright. Are back at Le Store. Pallet of herbicide. Thank you. I'm going to use my magical powers. Cough. And there we go. Herbicide is down. We'll make our way back out there. Be able to finish. And then I think we're going to call that the stream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I do miss doing the farming sim stuff. It's just I had so much other stuff going on in my life that I had to prioritize, and unfortunately making and editing YouTube videos was just taking a little bit more time than I had. But I'm hoping that once I get done with these next few doctor visits that I have, and we get some more answers as to why I've been having debilitating headaches, that maybe I can start working some of this back into my schedule, because I do enjoy doing the YouTube stuff. I have a lot of fun with it, and I would like to do more. I still would like to grow my channel up to 1,000 viewer or 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, if possible. I don't know how possible it's going to be, but that's, you know, what it's what I'm hopeful for. I mean, we already gained like over 100 this year so far, which has been awesome. So I understand that I do have to have content for people to consume, though, so it's a double-edged sword. But once I finish a few of the other things that I have going on that I've been working on, I think I will have that time that I need to start doing more YouTube. I definitely want to start sharing some of the solo play stuff I've been doing with games like Mothership, or also I've been doing some stuff with another game called Only War. It's pretty cool, but I've been doing a lot of it solo. I don't have a group of people to play with yet. So I'm doing less you know, dice rolls and things of that nature, and more kind of telling stories. So I think, oh, get in. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull like 1,000 out of here. No, I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna fill all the way up, and then whatever's left over, I can dip out of the vehicle and put back onto the flatbed of this. All right. Let's get this finished. Which this will be good. This will get some herbicide for our farm as well. Although we have a much smaller spraying system. Well, not much smaller. I think ours is a 21 meter. This is 27 meters. So it's a little bit smaller. All right, I want to see that 90. Show me that 90. Like, oh, it's 90% done. There we go. All right. I think what I'm going to do is going to pop one of these here. Come back down through this area and just try to clear this out. This should give me that 100%. This should give me the completion. If I get this little area cleaned out. Come on, completion notification. There we go. Beep. And a boop. All right. So look at that. Yeah, we still have 1,286. So we'll come up here and unload our herbicide next to the Unimog, get it on the back of the bed, and turn this contract in. So we'll have contracts for fields 7 and 4. Hopefully we get a decent little payout on it. I don't see why we wouldn't. There we go. Oh, of course you would balance it on there really weird, huh? Yes. All right. So we'll turn in, oops, wrong button, and time for a long save. We'll turn in the contracts here. We finish these contracts, completed, collect, and collect. So not bad. Pretty good little chunk of change. Your weed problem's been taken care of. You can farm another day. Now we'll make our way back to the farm and see about getting ourselves some weanling calves. I think I have come to the conclusion that I am going to be doing milk cows instead of meat cows. Just being able to have that additional byproduct of milk coming in, you know, weekly is going to be, I feel like that's going to be the better call in the long run. So good old Holsteins it is. I really can't wait to try to get some of these harvest contracts. Just, this map is huge and beautiful. Look at this. So I think doing some of the harvests is going to be fun. I'm really interested in running that Massey Ferguson combine that I have. It's a modded combine. It's smaller. I wanted something that was going to be able to fit. Like, there ain't no, you ain't messing around with X9s on this map. I'm telling you that. You ain't going to be able to get that thing through the streets to get it, you even get it out to a field. So I had to go with a smaller combine setup. I'm going to drop this off. All right. We have a few things that need to be done. So I'm going to drop this off at the farm, and then I'm going to take take this back, pick up a big bale or two of straw to bring back and set up for the cows. For these new little calves we're gonna have brought in. I should be able to. There we are. Nice. I'm just going to set this right over here. Here we are. All right. Yeah, so let's pop over here real quick. Let's take a look here. And then eventually I'm going to want to get a Holstein young bull, or a male Holstein, because we're going to need to have one of these take care of our herd. So he's able to eat solid food, young bulls. Bull is fully grown. He'd be sold for profit or used to reproduce your herd. It's 28 months. So if I get this guy at 10 months, then it's going to be a couple of years before he's producing anything. Same thing with these Holstein heifers. They're 18. They're ready to be covered by a bull for the first time. Gestation period is going to be 10, and then at 30 months, yeah, so then they'll be making la babies. All right. So I'm going to get this weanling female Holstein. So we're going to get like 8 of these. And then 1 Holstein weanling male. So we'll have 1 bull. He'll become a bull. They'll be ready to be turned into bam. All right. So here they are. All right, they're out in the fields. I need to get them food, straw. So now let's take a look here. These guys need base food. So roughage. Then, okay, yeah, so litter, slurry, we don't have any colostrum. Base food here. Roughage, mage silage, roughage protein, grass silage, roughage structure, rich crude fiber intake. Okay, TMR has to have structure and combinations of different, okay. I'm gonna have to figure all that out. For now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna buy food for them and buy straw. So we're gonna head back and do that. I'm gonna get straw, I'm gonna get food, and then we will I think we'll call that'll be the stream. So let's get in here, let's get ourselves a couple of bags of cow chow, little cow chow, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how much food they're going to be eating. I don't know if the food calculator functions with this mod pack, so I'm not sure. I'll have to check and see if it does, just so I can understand like how much money I'm going to be spending per month on these guys eating. So here we are. I want to get them some food, so we will buy feeds. Buy and feed here. So we have some calf feed. I'm gonna get this in the 1,000-liter big bags, unless this is a 1050 for 2060 less. Okay, so for 8, all right, 4,200. All right, we'll buy this. This is calf feed. We just make sure that I'm getting the right thing. Big lamb milk replacer. No, they're breeding muesli. Wrist. Okay, so yeah, that's the right thing. Calf feed, 4 of them. Buy. Yes. Okay. Oh, all right, that's actually not too bad. Get this loaded onto the back of the truck. Stop grabbing the truck. Grab the feed. All right. I don't need to grab the truck. I need to grab the feed. I'm going to fight you. I am going to fight you. All right. And I should be able to get these last couple ones onto the back. Not like that, I don't think. Okay, so I apparently, oh my god, I'm gonna fight you. Stupid, 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 stupid. Grab this, please. All right. All right, you know what? There's no OSHA here. It works, okay? Trust me, it works. This is why we can't have nice things. That's why we can't have nice things. Excuse me. I've got a whole lot of little cow chow that I gotta get brought in for these guys. So hopefully this is more than just like a base food. Hopefully that this is like an all-in-one cow feed, like calf feed. I don't think I'm gonna get through my, well, maybe. Yep, okay, cool. Yeah, I did it. All right, and where can I bring feed in over here for you guys? The dumping point. Unload here. All right. Don't think that was it. Okay, in there. Okay, that's okay. That makes sense. Here you go, little guys. Here's your munchy crunchies. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm potentially doing wrong here. There another feed point missing. Newer heap extension. Let's try bringing this over here. No. All right, I'm not sure how to feed these guys. I am really confused. Like, you would think that this would be the spot for the cows to be fed. Come on, take the food. Take the food, cows. Please. I got this for you. I got you this delicious food for you. Please eat it. Or don't. All right, well, I'm gonna get this stuff figured out. I will. We're gonna go ahead and call it a wrap, and I will check in with you guys later. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it, and thanks for watching. Hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever and whenever you are. As always, I'm Fudge Dice Roll, and I am signing out.